What's good? What's good? It's Nos902 here for part 2 of the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind Game of the Year edition on the Xbox One. I haven't played at all since my last video, so you're gonna see a couple missions I usually do when I start a character just to, get my feet wet and do some fighting. This game is very difficult. I don't recommend going a lot of places north until you're a bit stronger. I'm level 2. We're going to do a few quick missions for the Fighters Guild. At least 2 of them. The third one I'm not sure. I don't really feel I'll survive. Fighters Guild is over here. We're going to jump around a bit and train that acrobatics as I mentioned. Talk to her, you have a disposition of 60. If you take your weapon out, it goes down by 5. Put it away, it goes back up. Moral of the story, don't talk to people with your weapon drawn because they won't like you as much. We're going to click orders. She has a very simple contract for us to end an infestation of cave rats. So you go up to Cave Rat. She's telling us to go to Drarain Thalis' house. Balmora, it's right across the river. I know exactly where it is. So we're gonna jump over there. I think it's this one here. Yep, so we're gonna rest to wait to get that stamina back. Because these rats could be formidable at level 2. We're going to talk to the house owner here. She's talking about the cave rats. You'll see in blue in the dialogue. You go down to Cave Rat. Blah blah blah. They're eating her pillows. Anyway. There's 1 in her bedroom and 2 upstairs from what I remember. I'm going to get my spear drawn here. It's dead. We're gonna go outside in her storage room up here and kill the other 2. If you'll notice, I'm walking so my stamina doesn't deplete. And they're dead. So I'm going to check this out for a couple things I can loot, possibly, like take the gold and the soul gem. These potions you'll find in random crates. I don't usually use them. There's a spell I can use to do what it needs to do, but it's good money. There's some ingredients, more soul gems, more cash, a bunch of ingredients. Ooh. We'll take that just to sell it. I don't really like the default enchanted weapons you find laying around places. Don't usually use them. In a later episode I'll show you about enchanting your own items and naming them. It's pretty cool. Much better in this game than the other Elder Scrolls games. So we've killed the rats. We're gonna go talk to her again about the cave rats. Blah blah blah. She'll take our word the rats are dead. Here's $100. So we're gonna run back over to the Fighters Guild. You'll notice I took a third of my health worth of damage there. If you don't have any armor and you don't hit your target, those 2 rats upstairs can kill you. They have killed me once or twice. Trying to be a hero with no armor. Tell her about the cave rats. She's got more orders for us. The local egg mine has problems with egg poachers. We're going to solve the problem. Egg poachers. She's going to mention the Shulk egg mine. Once again, I know this game so well that I know exactly where it is. Gonna head south out of town, follow the river on this side of it, and there'll be a couple miners outside of the mine. This mission's very easy. There's a lot of enemies in this mine. They're those little Kwarma things and their larger counterparts. As long as I don't run into any Kwarma warriors, I should be okay, but I don't think they'll spawn in there for level 2 for me. I hope not. If not, I'm going to use one of those recall potions and get out of dodge. Yeah, this running speed is going to change here in a few episodes. Not only would it be boring for you, it's a little boring for me. And of course it'll be a non-exploitable way to level that up. However, the game makes it very easy to level it up. You'll see these miners up here, they're harmless. I'm not going to talk to them, they're completely useless.
What do you want?
Gonna rest outside. There's an option to heal. I'm gonna heal. As you'll notice, it took 4 hours for that to go by. It's now 4 p.m. instead of 12 p.m. I'm gonna try not to jump around too much in here. I'd like my stamina to stay where it is or close to full. Once again, agility, your stamina, and I believe your skill with said weapon affects your hit rate, whether you hit your target or not. So these here Kwarma eggs, they have a property to restore your fatigue. I would like to come back and harvest all of them in here. There's probably 100 or more. But they weigh 2 pounds a piece. Right now I can only carry, 60 some pounds. We're just going to plow through here for now, and I may actually use some Sajama to grab a few of them before we leave. These are Scrib. They generally won't attack you, but I like to kill them. That's a Kwarma worker. They're docile as well. We're gonna just leave him alone. Not a lot of hostile enemies in here so far, which is good. I'm just gonna plow right by these guys. Just gonna walk for a sec to get that stamina back up. I might kill this Scrib here. They have a nasty paralyzed spell, which my Sign of the Atronach actually absorbed that. If my Magicka would have been down a bit, it would have replenished my magic pool a little bit. Once again, in a later episode, I'll start using magic a little bit. Just at the beginning, I'd rather focus on combat, up my fighting skill and my health and so on. So there's a few enemies in here I'll have to deal with. I'm going to rest for an hour. Right quick to replenish my stamina. Should be 2 miners in here I need to take care of. Try to fight them one at a time. The other one doesn't see me yet. Very easy. They've got really nothing of any value except some of these eggs I'll take. Just because their bodies will disappear eventually and they'll go to waste. I don't think there's any more enemies in here. So that mission's complete. Before I leave, though, I do want to yank some of these eggs from this room at least. I've got some alcohol that can up my carry weight for a minute, and I've got a potion of recall I can use to get out of dodge. So I think there's some eggs up here. Go up here first. So what I'll be doing with these eggs later is making some alchemy potions. The whole stamina draining problem, until later on can be tiresome. Having these potions on me will help significantly. Once I make, I don't know, 60 grand I think it might cost, which is a lot of money, I can make a ring or a belt or something to put restore stamina, like constant effect, so I'll never really have to worry about it again. It's not an exploit, it's just very expensive. So as you'll see, I'm over encumbered, I can't move. I'm going to drop one of these pajamas and loot the rest of these as quick as possible. Some up here. This would be good training for my spear, but right now I just want to get these eggs and get out of here. As you'll notice, using the Sajama, up here is your current effect bar. Fortify attribute, Sajama 50 points, strength, and it drains my intelligence. So as you're using this alcohol, yes, it makes you dumb. My intelligence is depleted down to 25. I'm going to leave the Quarma Queen alone. I really don't know how significant they are, but I usually leave them alone. Ingredients, I think, grow back every month or something like that. I don't really know in this game for sure. So we're going to use a potion of recall, and it's going to immediately teleport us over. There we are. So, these eggs are heavy, and storage chests can only hold so much. I'm going to just drop them here. You can drop things in the world almost anywhere. I don't think you want to drop too many things in one small area because it can glitch the game. It can cause an overflow loot bag to appear. So if you're decorating a house, don't go completely overboard. So anyway, that's done. We're going to go talk to the Fighters Guild leader. They advance you to a higher rank too, which you need to be higher ranked to do harder missions. I'm going to accept my next advancement too after I accept this mission completion. Okay, poachers, got them both. Here's $100. She gave me some restore fatigue potions. We're going to hit advancement. I am now Nos the apprentice. I am now Nos the journeyman. Hit it again, and she's telling me that I've got skills high enough to advance, but I need to do more missions for the Fighters Guild. So we're going to click orders. This mission could get me killed. I'm going to attempt it. However, I need to take some alcohol with me to boost my melee skill. So, there's a contract from the Caldari Mining Company to kill 4 Telvanni agents. It gives a description of what the people are. If I click their names, one of them was Forthnira Hirothrand. And she's telling me she's Thieves Guild, a dark elf. She's known on Azura's coast. She could be trouble. Then there's Alvaleg. Just talks about his background. Anyhow, we need to go to Caldera. So before I do, we're going to go over to the chest. Or actually, we're going to go to this merchant and sell that big warhammer I found. I've got that ring of shock balls I can use. don't care about my stamina affecting price right now. I'm going to pay him the 11 gold just to repair my stuff for me. I'm going to sell him that hammer. I don't care about price. Just going to sell it. I now have 1,200 gold. Not bad. So to get to Caldera, if you look on the map, it's up here somewhere. We're going to just go to the Mages Guild and get teleported there. Mages Guild is a group that I always stay friends with. Just because easy transportation, spell making, blah blah blah. This chick here will teleport you to any of the Mages Guild halls. There's 5 of them. We're gonna go to Caldera. 12 gold, very cheap.
Yes.
While we're here, however, we're going to acquire something. So stealing in this game, unlike Skyrim and Oblivion, is very easy. If someone can't see you line of sight wise, they're not going to hear you and come after you. So this guy is right here. We're going to open the door. We're going to close the door. We're going to go upstairs and we're going to steal a full set of alchemy equipment. It's not the best. It's not a Grandmaster's, but Master is second down if I'm not mistaken. These 4 items combined will help me brew better potions. I'll take all these ingredients too. This is stealing. If I talk to whoever in here owns this stuff and try to sell them any of these items, they will ban me from the Mages Guild. So I'm not going to do any business in Caldera at the Mages Guild. I'll just stick to Balmora and make sure that my nose is clean there.
Do you need something?
No, I don't need anything, but what do you got? Let's see here. Quality restore strength. I'm going to buy that. There are a few enemies that can damage your strength. Unless you have a spell or a potion, you won't be able to carry as much. It's very annoying. I'm going to buy that. We're going to buy that 2 health potions. And we're going to try to get them for 230. Thank you.
What is this about?
So now we'll look at the map, and it should show on the map where Caldera is, right there. We're going to be heading out the north side here. But first, we're going to go take a look at the armor situation, see what Buddy's got down here. There's a Nord armorer. I forget his name. I think he has some silver armor. We're going to rest or wait an hour. And we're going to up his disposition. Hopefully won't cost me much of my gold. We're going to stop there. Armor, he's got a Duke's Guard Silver Cuirass. It weighs 30 pounds. My Bone Mold armor weighs 24. I'm looking at the armor rating though. All my medium is 15 and 16. The way armor works, I do believe, is it'll do a mathematical equation of the percentage of each piece. Like, I think a cuirass is 30% of your total, and other pieces are 10 or something like that. And it mathematically blends together to give you that armor rating you see on the bottom left. So if I equip better armor, that rating should go up. We're going to buy these Templar bracers, I think. And I'm going to buy that cuirass. We're just going to pay him 300, call it a day. He has a silver spear, I think, here. Where was it? Right there. It might be important to have. I'm going to buy that as well.
Ah, you bring good fortune with you. Welcome.
Spoken like a true Nord. So there, my attire's a bit different. Doesn't look too great, but we're gonna go with it for now. Anyhow. I want to keep the bone mold armor. I'm carrying quite a bit, however. We're going to attempt this with current conditions. We're going to try to get in this cave up here and kill these 4 agents. I may die. I've got quite a bit of healing. I've got this spell, though. Dragon spell. Arkngthand, this is called. I forgot there was an enemy spawn there. I have no stamina. Now, the way weapon condition works, all those times I missed, it'll still take some condition away from your weapon, which is kind of weird. I'm just going to rest for an hour when we get up here, and it'll heal me a little bit as well. I don't think there's much here but Arkngthands and rats. Should be okay. In the West Gash region now, which is a healing area. In town, if you wait, you won't heal because it's illegal to rest, they say. I could have followed the road, but I just kind of cling to the side here. I'm moving very slow, as you'll see. There was a quicker way up through here, but there's a fence you can get stuck on sometimes. You'd have to jump through. And I can't jump very high yet. So posted outside the cave is Alvaleg. He's a wood elf. He's docile. He won't attack you. You have to kill him. But when you go in the cave, the other 3 will just come right at you. We're gonna rest. And he's getting speared. He is smoking me with that bow and arrow. Oh, that was so close. He knocked me down the last hit. And he's glitched in the rock. Oh, I can loot him. Bargain, restore health, potion of fire shield. I'm going to take his bow. I didn't purchase a bow yet. We'll take that. This shield's worth money. We'll take that. And I'm carrying too much now. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to rest. That was heal. Now there is some booze inside this cave, I do remember, so I'll have 1 minute after using this alcohol to get through the cave to get to other booze and kill those 3 people. Here we go. We use the spell of Dragon Skin, which is a daily spell. You can only use once a day. Spear ready. They're going to attack me on sight. They may kill me. That stamina being as low as it is may get me killed here, so we're going to use one of those. The Ring of Shock Balls is coming out, boys and girls. We're going to use those bargain healths we picked up. And I'm going to go to my magic menu and equip that Ring of Shock Balls. And we're going to blast them. Last shock. Oh, 1 left. And you're gone. It's a very tough mission to do unless you're mildly prepared. We're gonna take those. Take that. With summon skeletons. Roll. Take that. And we're over encumbered again. I didn't make it in time. I'm going to drop the Cuirass of Bone Mold right there. That'll give me enough space to move. There should be some booze up top the stairs here. Yep, there's some Sajama. The only ones that increase your strength are Sajama and Matsi. We'll take all that for now. I'm full again. We're going to drink that Matsi. There's a chest over here. Lockpick. Lockpicks have so many uses before they break. And given that my skill is low, I keep failing and failing and failing. And we got it. There's a trap. I'm going to hit it. And I absorbed it. You can always take a gamble using the Atronach that traps on things you may just absorb the magic from. It's a neat feature. This stuff might look like junk to you, and it kind of is, but beginning of the game, money is important. It's cash money right there. We're going to go get that Cuirass, and we're going to teleport out of here. Ooh, there's a good short sword. We're going to take that. I will be keeping that and using it later. Dwarven short swords are awesome. Like I said earlier, I don't use a lot of the enchanted weapons you find in the world, but chalk damage 1 to 20 is pretty good. It could do 2 damage, it could do 19, could do 14. It's very random. Why they call it wild, but that's a decent short sword for sure. And we're gonna teleport out of here. I only have 4 potions left. I'm gonna be stopping by the alchemist shop in Balmora. I may grab 10 more, or I think I might have some in a chest here. Yeah, there's some there. Anyhow, gonna dump my alchemy stuff. Put the alchemy components in here. Keys are useless once you've done what you need to do. They stay in your inventory. I'll have a chest to throw them all in later. I'm not going to be using the bow and arrow right now. However, I want to repair it. Show you how repairing works. Thought I had some hammers here. Yep, we're going to take just 3 of them. We'll equip them. And you will fail. And the hammer will break after so many uses. There we go. I'm going to drop that Cuirass here. I do want to keep this set of bone mold armor. It is common, however, I just want to keep it, have a full set. These items are floating, but whatever. I'm going to drop that sword for now. And that bow for now. You know what? I'm going to ditch the iron halberd. I'm going to keep just the silver spear. And I'm going to take the bow with me. Take 100 arrows. Arrows, you can't really get them back after you shoot them off the ground. Like if you miss, they're gone forever. Bad guys you hit with the bow successfully will sometimes carry the arrow in their corpse when you kill them. So yes, in this game, compared to Oblivion and Skyrim, enchanted weapons and items will replenish. You'll see on the bottom by my silver spear, there's that ring. I'm going to just rest for an hour, and you'll see that bar go up a little bit over time. There, it went up a bit. You don't necessarily need to charge your items with soul gems. You can, you just don't really need to if you don't use them consistently. So we'll talk to her about the Telvanni agents. It's good, you got all of them. Here's 400 bucks. I'm not ready for more orders right now. The next mission with the Fighters Guild is kind of sensitive. I don't like it. It's a Thieves Guild, and the Thieves Guild are a group that you really want to keep as friends if you break the law, because they can get you out of trouble. Anyhow.
No worries.
So in that mission set there, I've only leveled up 4 items in my major minor. Now we're gonna do a mission for the main quest. So earlier, the Guildmaster Chaos Cascades wanted me to talk to Hasfat Antabolus. He's part of this Fighters Guild, and he can be found down here. This mission will require me to go to a Dwarven ruin. So he's going to ask me for a favor. He wants me to go to a ruin named Arkngthand. And he wants me to find a Dwemer puzzle box. So this Dwemer ruin is quite large to explore. I may not loot everything in there. I may just go in and get the box and leave. There is a spear in there that I want, though. It's on the way to get the puzzle box.
Speak, traveler.
We're going to leave Balmora. Checking my inventory here. We're going to drop some of these potions I'm going to sell in here for now. My way back to town, we will go sell them. That one. That should be good. Never usually see this guy go this far out of town like that. That's weird. I think another thing I'm going to do when we get back to town here is train my athletics by maybe 8 or 9. That way when I level up to level 3, I can put a 5 times multiplier into my speed. I may not have enough money. No, I probably won't, but we'll figure something out. So this is going back the way we came in the first episode. There's that moon moth over there. We're going to make a left here, and then we're going to go up this hill to the right. So the silver spear that I kept, silver weapons can hurt undead, whereas normal weapons can't. I don't think there's any ghosts or anything in the part of the ruins I'm going in, but just in case, I'm going to take the spear with me. There's an enemy on this bridge. I'm going to rest right here, or well, I'd like to be able to heal. Can't, because it's too close to the fortress. Once again, you can't heal in town limits and fort limits. So I'm going to use a potion. I got a bunch of them now. 2 points for 5 seconds, so that should restore me 20 health and get me up to 43 health. There we go. This guy summons a skeleton. We're gonna rock him with the Ring of Shock Balls. He didn't like that. That skeleton should disappear when he dies. Hearing enemy grunts down there, they're probably just the wildlife. Gonna ignore it. To get in this ruin, there's a crank here. And then you gotta run to the door. And get to it before it closes again. Can't rescue your enemies nearby. Torches I can't use because I'm using a spear. There are light and night eye spells you can get to compensate for the darkness. I know where I'm going in here, so I don't need to worry about it. There's going to be 2 enemies I need to fight before I get the puzzle box, and then there'll be a guy named Boss Credo or something I gotta fight. Look at this guy glitching. Look at him. Bethesda at its best, folks. We're gonna... Uh-oh. Gonna try the bow and arrow, but he got 3. Another guy here somewhere. There he is. Wow. Alright. So I can jump around a little bit. There's no enemies right here anymore. There is a dwarven spear or a dwarven halberd hidden nicely up here. One of those always there items. There it is right there. Dwarven spear. Dwarven items, I believe, work like silver. They will hurt ghosts and such. Dwarves aren't present in this game. The lore is they mysteriously disappeared, but their ruins are left behind. I think there is a dwarf or 2 in these 3 Elder Scrolls games. One of them being in this game for sure. Boss Credo is in here. We're gonna smoke him, and then we're gonna take that puzzle box from behind him on the shelf. He is working me. We're gonna use a potion or 2 or 3. He may kill me. Come on, spear. Do your work. Whew. He's got 3 scrolls of Undusi's unhinging. We can open some locked chests that will normally be hard to open. We're going to take these Dwarven and Dwemer items to sell because they're worth a little bit. Don't really want anything else. Bargain Rising Force Potion we are going to take. Levitate spell for 10 seconds. And we have the Dwemer puzzle box. And we're over encumbered again. So we're going to use a Potion of Recall. And then I can just drop some stuff and I won't have to use an alcohol beverage. We're going to heal these items. You'll notice my armor finally took a bit of a hit. Only weapons can hurt your armor, and there's some disintegrate spells, I believe, that can hurt your armor, so mages might use them on you. Okay, so we're gonna drop that silver spear now. And we're gonna drop these alchemy things in here. Where'd my soul gems go? I must have picked them all up earlier accidentally. Still carrying a little too much. going to just drop one of these alcoholic beverages and be on our way. Grab those other 6. And we're going to go see our Khajiit friend in here and sell off some of this junk. Wait till my stamina bar replenishes on its own here. That's good enough. I'll try to get 350 out of him. Cool, thank you. So now we're gonna go grab those potions from over here. We're gonna go talk to the alchemist. It's one thing I want to do when I go back to the Fighters Guild is pay for some athletics training. There are people who train skills. Each trainer will have 3 different skills they do business with. And some will only train to a capped level. There's a master trainer of each skill in the game, somewhere in the game. So if you want to train something to 100, there's only one person for each skill. I know using those recall potions would get me around a little quicker while I'm in town, but I want to get the jumping around in as well, because it will help me level up. So we'll go give Buddy his puzzle box. This is part of the main quest. I'm not going to do any more of the main quest this morning, I don't believe. I may do the second one, but I might get killed. We'll talk to him about the puzzle box. Favor. He tells me it's perfect. It's what he was looking for. He will give me information about the 6th house. We'll go down to 6th house. He'll tell me that it's the lost house of House Dagoth, who betrayed the other great houses of the Dark Elves during the war of the first council, which I think was in the first era. He's going to give me notes to bring back to Chaos. I think he trains athletics. He does. So if I persuade him a couple times, his prices should go down too. So I think I've already trained athletics 1 level during this character level. So I'm going to pay for training 9 times. And you'll notice time goes by at 7 p.m. Now it's 9 p.m., but it's not a big deal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 9. Okay. I'm already moving a little bit faster because of training my athletics, but on top of that, when I level up, I should get a ×5 to my speed multiplier. Those 2 things combined mathematically affect your running speed, along with your carry weight and how much you're carrying out of that carry weight. There's a lot of math involved in this game behind the scenes. The other Elder Scrolls games are very cut and dry. You know, it'll tell you how much damage everything does every time. This one, you know, it'll say my thrust move between 5 and 21 damage, but it depends how long I'm holding in my attack. Anyhow, we're gonna go talk to Chaos and complete this main quest mission. Once again, I'm not going to be paying for any training on my major skills that will unnaturally level me up. I'm going to be relying on my combat to level me up. However, like I said, athletics, it's a must-have. I can't play this game running that slow. And get more done in less time. As you progress through the main quest, there'll be a lot of enemies that are like sleeper agents for the enemies. That will just talk to you in random towns and attack you if you keep talking to them. Those notes are from Hasfat. Excellent. He's got more orders. We're going to leave those orders alone for now. I'm kind of feeling making some money. You know, you can do this if you want. You don't have to. We'll see what the guard is doing, but there's a sword over here that we can yank. I may or may not steal it, but I will show you all where it is. It's called the Sword of White Woe. There's a guard standing right beside it. So if you look up on this dresser,
I haven't much time.
there's a sword called the Sword of White Woe. It's worth 17 grand. There's no merchant in the game that has 17 grand unless you know, do the right stuff. But yeah, you can easily get 10 grand, I think, from the merchant in the DLC, which we can't get to till we're level 6. But anyway, there it is. That guard will sometimes move downstairs, and you can just go yank it, and it won't cost you anything. He will attack on sight if you take it. So, I need to train 3 more levels to get to level 3. So, I'm going to go find some action here. Just train my spear and my armors.
Speak, traveler.
The quickest place I can think of some action would be back in that mine.
I'm waiting.
You know what? There's a cave in Seyda Neen we're gonna go to. I know the enemies are pretty low level and they won't do much damage. We're gonna take the Silt Strider to Seyda Neen. And I may actually do a few of the missions we skipped just getting off the boat in the first episode. Usually I would do them then and there. How much am I carrying?
You can run.
Yeah, we'll go with what we got.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Well, thank you. Alright, there's a cave down here. I'm not going to go there just yet. There's a few missions in town I can do. We're going to go talk to Hriskar. There was a note that I had on me I left in Balmora. I don't think I need it to initiate his little mission. He is in the trade house here up on the top floor. He's going to ask me to recover some gold. The buddy that I gave the ring to in the first episode, he's hiding some stuff. So we're going to find his hiding place. And we can choose to come give Hriskar the loot, or we can just run away with it. I'm going with option B. Anyway, to get into this said hiding place, I need to at least talk to him and initiate it. Anyhow, the other mission is in the lighthouse. I think we have to go talk to some dark elf, and she'll tell us that some dude is missing. And then we have to go find him. Doing these few things I'm doing now, it's a very quick way to make a grand or more at the beginning of the game before you even leave Seyda Neen. Usually she has that mission, but I'm guessing maybe I just need to go find the guy's body first. So we're gonna go find the tax collector guy. You're gonna see Morrowind's version of the mud crab over here. If you've played Oblivion and Skyrim, you've seen mud crabs. They're very brown and ugly looking in this game. We're gonna attempt a bow and arrow. Go equip your arrows. I will miss a bunch of times. And I hit him. Just wasting an arrow. It's alright. Boom! Didn't see that coming, did you? Bow and arrow isn't as fun in this game as it is the other games, but one cool thing about marksman in this game is you can get throwing stars and throwing knives, and a crossbow, which you can get in Skyrim, but not Oblivion. Gotta love when bad guys get glitched. I could be here forever trying to hit him, though. We're going to use the Ring of Shock Balls and call it a day. Aha! Aha! Yeah, this was a wise investment hanging on to this. So up here there's a dead tax collector. We're going to read his tax, look at his tax record. And it's going to show a list of people that owed money to the Empire. So it's more than likely that one of these people killed the excess officer. While we're here, there's a mission for the Mages Guild. We're going to grab some ingredients. I need some of those. Some of those, some of those, and there's another blue colored mushroom I need to get a few of. This will save me a trip much later. There we go. Oh, before we leave here, there's another little quirky thing that happens up the road. You're going to hear someone yell and then splat. You'll understand in a moment. This guy was using a scroll of Icarian Flight, which fortifies your acrobatics by 1,000 points. Well, you didn't use a slow fall spell, so you died. We're going to take those. They're very special. There's only 3 in the game. I never use them, but I always just take them because they're cool. In this book, he talks about it. We're just going to leave that alone. And we're going to head back into town. So now we can go talk to the girl in the lighthouse, and she'll talk about Buddy and how he went missing because they were lovers, and then try to find that hiding place and kill the killer of the tax agent. You'll notice I grabbed $200 from the taxpayer's body. reason it's not initializing the quest. I think I need to go talk to the buddy that helped me generate my class. Yes, that's what I need to do first. It's been a while since I've done this. Usually I do it right when I start a character and forget about it. Maybe not doing it in that particular order messed my train of thought up. It's a quick and easy way to get in here. Yes, we're going to go talk to this gentleman here. Murder of Processes of Vitellius. Murdered, what a waste. I'm going to tell him that I found 200 bucks on him. And I gave the 200 bucks back. So now I'm back at square one. But it'll pay dividends later. And there's a nice little glitch hole over here I didn't tell you earlier. Because you shouldn't do that before talking to the guard at the beginning of the game. So now we're going to go talk to the girl and she'll tell us, oh, poor me, he died, blah, blah, blah. Kind of mean of me, wasn't it? Tell me that it's not so. He was the gentlest man I've ever met. He and I had become so close in the past few months. So he talks about seeing him get angry. And she'll mention Foreign Gilneth, who was on the list, who wouldn't pay his taxes. We'll talk about Process's ring that she gave him. She wants it back. Anyway, we're going to give that ring back to her. First of all, we're going to go up here. This book will train my unarmored by one. We're going to take the book, sell it for some gold. And out here, we're going to just wait for 3 hours. We're going to wait for little wood elf man to come find a stash. There he is with his torch. He's not being very sneaky about it, walking around town with a torch. But there's a tree stump right over there in that swamp where my cursor is. He's going to unlock it, and there's going to be some loot in there. So just keep in mind we're at 0 gold really for what I've done so far. He really takes his time scoping out the situation. However, sometimes other NPCs will be right beside him while he's opening it. Right now there's a person walking around right there. As he gets closer, we can jump down. Now, jumping from here will kind of hurt you. I've learned this tree can buffer you pretty good. And there we go. I'm not going to jump around too much because there's going to be a fight up here as well. Doing his thing. I can just start walking right up to him. He's gonna leave. And we're gonna go in here. There's his ring I gave back. We're gonna let him keep it, I think. No, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. He won't know it was me, and he still likes me. So there's 300 gold. And Foreign Gilneth lives up here. We'll give him a chance and talk to him. You're damn right I did him in, and a good thing. He was skimming. You know what, buddy? I've got money to be made. That is no excuse for murder.
You
He's no weapon. He will damage your stamina with hand-to-hand combat, but not really because he's dead. There's the ring. There's another book that trains your mercantile. We're gonna just loot his place for things of worth. So we're gonna go talk to Dark Elf chick over here again. Oh, you found the ring I gave him. Thank you so much. 2 standard health potions. They're definitely worth it. Maybe not in gold, but it could save my life later. We're gonna go talk to the agent dude. So I gave him 200 earlier. And then I found a couple hundred in Fargoth's hiding place. So now, because of me finishing the mission, he gave me 500. So that was a good flip. I'm now up to 1,400 and some gold. And we're not going to go talk to Hriskar because, you know, I found it. I'm the one who did the work. I want the money. I'm keeping it. So instead of wasting a potion, we're just going to run back to the Silt Strider and go back to Balmora. As you see, I've leveled up. I don't know how much I've got for strength multipliers this level. I think only enough for a ×2. But it's better than nothing. Hopefully I got a ×2 for endurance. Yes, I do. I've trained my spear 3 levels.
What assistance do we need?
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Now, I trained a level too much, so you'll look here, it'll say 11 out of 10. Now, that extra multiplication for strength will be on this level that I'm about to sleep to gain. If this were Oblivion, that extra point would have carried over to the next level, level 4. That's one difference between the multiplication in Oblivion and Morrowind. There's a couple arrows I picked up off bodies, so I'll put them back with the others. And my armor went up to 6. That will help my strength multiplier as well. We're going to go sell a few things before I level up. After I level up, I'll probably quit this session for today. Should be able to sell this book to Revere. My man, Revere. Sell that book. Sell that book. I don't need that tax record anymore. Nothing else really to sell. I'm going to take 290. Thank you, Revere. Yeah, I did skip that cave in Seyda Neen. Soon time to call it quits for today here. We're going to go to the Fighters Guild and level up. I didn't mean to sleep 8 hours, but whatever. You had a disturbing dream. You can only recall one part. A tall figure with a gold mask led you among the dead as through a wedding celebration. You heard many voices, but no lips moved. You strained to breathe, but your chest didn't move. The tall figure spoke with each figure as he passed among them, laughing and joking, as if they were alive, but they made no reply. You tried to cry out, but without breath, your tongue fluttered in vain. So this is something I forgot. Doing that one main quest mission, when you rest, you'll start seeing things in your sleep. It's part of the main storyline. I don't think there'll be more than one. This sleep here, yeah, we're good. So I got a ×4 for strength. That's awesome. I thought for sure I'd only have like, 3. I must have gained more acrobatics than I thought. There's my ×2 for endurance. It's very important. Sometimes I'll just do 1 point in endurance when I'd have a ×2 in something else. Endurance, like I said, is very important to get up early in the game. When you level up, your max health goes up 1/10 of what your endurance is. So till I get my endurance to 45 or 46, it's only going to go up by 4 points every time I level up, I do believe. That speed multiplier should help me move a lot quicker, and the extra 20 pounds of carry weight I'm gaining from my strength should help too. We're going to accept these changes here. I can now carry 245 pounds. And I feel like I'm moving a little bit faster here. That's good. I'm not going to pay for more training this episode. I might jack that athletics up 10 more points next episode. For now, we're going to go over to my group of chests and drop a couple things and call it a day. It's going to have a house sooner or later. I might take care of the merchant in here and grab her house temporary. Like I said, the council club over here is a good hit as well. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. Don't want all this booze on me. I'm going to drop 5. And I think before I quit, I'm going to go buy some armor hammers. He's always got some. Just going to buy 10 for now. Actually, no, I'm going to buy all 20. And I'll just pay him $3.90. If you go back into his inventory, he's got them again. He always replenishes them. It's great. This helmet here is very tempting. It would up my armor rating by at least a few points to equip that. I don't have the money right now, but soon I will be coming for that. There's not really a lot of great medium armor early in the game. If you find orcish armor, you're in luck. If you go to temple areas and kill the Indoril guards, somehow, you won't at level 3. Their armor is wicked. In the expansion, there's some good armor you can get, but you basically got to kill a guard, take his armor, go to the Thieves Guild, pay them off, and then you're good. Anyway, I'm level 3. We've worked on spear and acrobatics. Nothing else has really changed. I did some training towards medium and heavy armor just from getting hit by enemies, but neither of them leveled up to 31. I'll be using these 3 skills quite a bit for a few more episodes. I'm going to start to use my marksman a little bit, light armor and short blade and a couple other things I won't be using till much later. Spear, medium armor, and heavy armor all go towards your endurance rating. Anyhow, I'm level 3. I'm signing out for now. We'll see you sometime within a week for a 3rd episode. Thanks for watching.